see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new. When they know I've been around, got a fake smile on your face, cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I got it.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Packers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they do get this across midfield of the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 20. Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Don't need to run back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got him in, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Boy, Charles,
this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On first down, Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Watson has it right side. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Green Bay need to get Aaron Rodgers some help at receiver, and they did so by picking Christian Watson 34th overall. That's the earliest they've taken a receiver since 2002. Watson has some NFL bloodlines as well. His dad, Tim, was also drafted by the Packers, and you know his father's very proud watching him pick up that first down there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Second and very short. Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From midfield now, here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here we go. Set.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Lead it out left to Dobbs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defense.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Out right, he's got Ruckert. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Again, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Wilson on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with ball. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Ball again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from going up by 30. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Rodgers again now. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 26. Watch it. Inside.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
What part of they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game and stop.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Stokes. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one swung out here to Jones. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lob it for that 3rd and 1, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. He's got the 1st down and more. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Meanwhile, Rodgers finds his man, Dobbs. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second down and goal. Rodgers. Touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Rodgers will throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Wilson wants to throw it. takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Wilson will throw again. He's going to look deep for more. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we